in your life and you want to grow in your marriage, you want to grow in your thinking and expand the horizons of your future, then there are some things that you have got to take some time to consider. And just to make it easy, we presented 3 things. Tonight I'm going to present the third one, and they all start with the letter D. The first one that we talked about was decision. Everybody say decision.
Decision.
Growth is a decision. You decide whether you're going to grow or you decide whether you're going to shrink. Some people think, I don't decide to shrink. Well, not deciding is a decision. And then we said that growth also is determined by devotion. Everybody say devotion.
Devotion.
Devotion pretty much talks about how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? I wear a ring, and I've worn this ring for over 30 years. And this ring, I pray, it tells people that I am devoted to someone other than God. I'm devoted to the mother of my children, to the grandmother of my grandchildren. I'm devoted. Are you devoted to a cause? Some of you are devoted to this party. Others of you are devoted to the other party. And too bad that sometimes our devotion makes us enemies of each other when it should not even be like that. Are you with me, church?
Yep.
So this whole thing on devotion, it determines how long we last in the race. And so tonight I want to go to the third one, and this is how we wrap up the whole thing. We try to teach in series here at Great Life, and so next Sunday being the first Sunday of the month of November, we're going to start a new series. And so if you want to come in and be a part of it, by all means, again, I want to extend that invitation. So decision, devotion, and tonight the last one is this, determination. Determination. Can you say determination?
Determination.
Determination is really what motivates us to improve ourselves. Determination. You know, Will and Denver and Merlin, they've been part of this thing called SSY. How many of you have gone to SSY? You've been to SSY. And they graduated from SSY. I remember one night at the men's gathering, you know, there were cinnamon rolls and there were all these things that if you are a disciple of SSY, you're not supposed to eat it. And one of them, I'm not going to mention whose name it was, but they picked up the cinnamon roll and they said, SS, why can't I have this? Well, I'm just trying to prepare myself because I think I'm gonna become a disciple of SSY in about a week. But determination helps you to hold on. There are some things that cause people to give up. I remember hearing a story, Pastor Bob, of a zoo. The zoo was beginning to go out of business because in the gorilla section, all of the gorillas were getting sick. And so they hauled all the gorillas off to the veterinarian to see what was going on. And then the manager of the zoo said, oh no, we're losing sales because the little kids, they want to see the gorillas. And so somebody came up with the bright idea, and they said, you know what we'll do is we'll hire some guys, at least 6 feet over, and we'll dress them up in a gorilla costume, and maybe they'll draw the kids again. And so they got this one guy, he was 6'3", and they put him in a gorilla costume. He looked pretty good, and he started, you know, trying to do this stuff, and he got really good at it. And Donwin, one day he got carried away with his gorilla act. There were a bunch of kids watching. He got so carried away that when he swung a little too hard. He went over the cage and landed in the lion's cage. Did he have the determination to remain a gorilla? No. The moment he saw the lions coming, he said, somebody get me out of here. Somebody get me out of here. And the lion kept coming, and he kept yelling. Now he's screaming like a little girl. Somebody help me. And the lion kept coming. And then when the lion got close to the gorilla, the lion said to the gorilla, stop making noise. You're going to make us lose a job here. None of them had the determination to fake it. How many of you ever heard the term fake it till you make it?
Yeah.
that never works. So the moral of the story is you have to have a determination to be who God called you to be, because there's going to come a time when your true colors will be exposed, and that make-believe wannabe gorilla, he was exposed. But determination makes positive changes in our lives. Determination enables us to build dreams. Everybody say determination.
Determination.
Determination helps us to live healthier lives, strengthen our relationship with others, but most of all, our relationship with God. Determination is where you come to the place in your life where you confront the reality in your life and you say, you know what, this isn't working. The money really isn't working. All the relationships aren't working. All of the friends are not working. I am determined to bring about a change in my life. And one of the truths that I want to give to you tonight before you leave, before we see people get baptized, is growth must be, and you want to write this down, determined. Growth must be determined. Growth doesn't happen by accident. It's got to be determined. Growth doesn't happen by chance. It's got to be determined. Growth must be determined and planned out. Growth. Determination includes timing. Everybody say timing.
Timing.
Somebody say expectancy.
Expectancy.
Say planning.
Planning.
All three of those things are counterparts to determination, to growth. There's got to be timing. There's got to be expectancy. There's got to be planning. Procrastination. Now there goes another nation. You can live in the nation called determination, or you can live in a nation called procrastination. Which nation do you live in? Procrastination is what causes you to say, if you lived in Hawaii, you would say, oh, no worries, bro, no worries, bro. Get him, I get him. Procrastination. Procrastination causes us to say, procrastination. Procrastination is the enemy of expectancy. If you're expecting something, procrastination is that thing, Lingy, that tells you, I can do it tomorrow, or I can do it next week, tonight, or maybe even a few days ago. God began to speak to your heart. I don't believe that people come to church by accident. Some of you might think, well, I came to church because somebody invited me. You know what? I believe that you came to church because you have a divine appointment with destiny